City of Gods and Monsters, absolutely devoured. This was so good. I mean, I knew it would be good because it's Bessie Mariana's one of her favorite book series ever and has one of her top book boyfriends, but I didn't think it would be this good. I am going to binge the entire series, to be completely honest with you guys. Like, I can't go another day without finding out what happens after this, but I want to talk about this book for a minute. If you like urban fantasy or just darker fantasy romance, I think you'll love this. If you liked Crescent City, I think this was better. Now, I've seen a lot of reviews and people comparing this book to Crescent City, and while I was reading it, I was kind of like, it's an urban fantasy. Maybe, yeah, I can see one or two things that I'm like, yeah, maybe I can see a comparison. But the rest of it, I was like, where's it coming from? It's just an urban fantasy that has a variety of different mythical creatures and vampires and werewolves and witches and other supernatural beings set in a modern urban world with a human who ends up in this mystery plot that's going on. Has to team up with the leader of the Seven Devils, one of the, biggest, baddest and scariest dark slayers in this world, in this universe. And what I loved about this is characters are all sort of in their early 20s, even the supernatural ones. I read this in a 24-hour readathon, guys, in one single sitting, this big book. I couldn't put it down. Once I started reading, I was like, I need to know what happens. I need to see it through. And I binged it. When I say I devoured it, I literally devoured it. This could be a god tier level status book series for me. And I love an urban fantasy, especially when it's adult and a little bit darker. So all I'm going to say is, if you have been seeing this book floating around, or you've heard of it, or you're wondering if you should maybe pick it up, I'm saying bump it to the top of your TBR, especially if you like urban fantasy books, if you like darker books. This is good.